Let's gonna read this about the working of Satan in Thessalonian chapter 2. We start in chapter 2. As to the coming of our Master Yeshua Messiah and our gathering together to him, we ask you, brothers, not to become easily unsettled in mind or shaken or troubled either by the spirit or by word or by letter, as if from us, as if the day of Jehovah has come. Let no one deceive you in any way, because the falling away is to come first. The falling away is the believers first will come away, because they will be deceived. And the man of lawlessness is to be revealed, the son of destruction, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called Elohim, or that is worshipped, so that he sit as Elohim in the dwelling place of Elohim. You know, the dwelling place of the Elohim is a tabernacle of Elohim. The tabernacle of Elohim is in the heavenly places. We are built together in the work of Mashiach, our high priest, showing himself that he is Elohim. So this is why we have to be watchful, because as Shaul said, he said, well, do not be troubled from this, and do not, because the falling away will start first to the believers. So now we continue verse 4. Who opposes and exalts himself? It's in verse 5 now. Do you not remember that I told you this while I was still with you? And now you know what restrains for him to be revealed in his time. For the secret of lawlessness, or the Torahless, is already at work. So even in the time of Shaul is already working. Only until who now restrains comes out of the midst. And then the lawless one shall be revealed, whom the Master shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and bring note with the manifestation of his coming. So we can, you see, will consume with the spirit of his mouth, and bring to note the manifestation of his coming. The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan. Satan. You see, the word Satan exists. The Satan, the adversary, with all power and signs and wonders of falsehood. He's everywhere because he's a spirit. So he's in any form. This is why the discernment is true only the Torah. And with all deceit of unrighteousness in those perishing. The unrighteousness. What is the unrighteousness of? The righteousness of Elohim. Let's read in Psalm. Where was that? Okay. Post. The righteousness here in Isaiah 51:7. Hearken unto me, you that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my Torah. Fear you not the reproach of men, neither be you afraid of their revilings. Now, so the coming of the lawlessness is according to the working of Satan with all powers and signs, and with all deceit of unrighteousness, perishing because they did not receive the love of the truth. What is the truth? The truth. Read in Psalm 119 verse 142. Thy righteousness. You see the connection in Isaiah 51:7. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy Torah is truth. And thy Torah is truth. How they connect one another? Now the Torah is not only the 10 commandments. The Torah is the 5 books of Moshe. It is called. We have to feed ourselves with the Torah of Elohim, because that's what will sustain for his people. our discernment is through there, because that is the shadow of good things to come, the Torah of Jehovah. And then verse where I am now, and with all deceit and of unrighteousness, 11 verse 11, those who don't believe, those who don't believe do not receive the love of the truth. You see, the love of the truth, because the truth we have to meditate according to the Psalm 1:1. According to someone, we have to meditate of that day and night. That is the living water Yeshua has spoken, in order for them to be saved. And for this reason, Elohim sent them a working of delusion. The working of delusion, the working of deception, for them to believe the falsehood. The falsehood. So watch out, because you will be deceived from all the working of Satan according to the falsehood, in order that all should be judged who did not believe the truth, because they don't have the discernment of the Torah, but have delighted in the unrighteousness. You see, the unrighteousness is those work according to the evil in the eyes of Elohim. The Torah-less work according, and in different way, different. But we owe to give thanks to Him always. So that is the work of Satan. The work of Satan. And be aware, because but Yeshua, the Mashiach, let's read together. But Mashiach will consume him with the spirit of his mouth, and bring to naught the manifestation of his coming. You see? Okay. I am so loud, my children. At the verse, Isaiah, you see Job said, let's see what Job said about the 11:4-9. By the blast of Eloah they perish, and the breath of his nostril are they consume. We go to Isaiah 11:4. But with the righteous, we start to the verse 2 in chapter 11 of Isaiah. And the spirit of Jehovah shall rest upon him to the Mashiach, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, and spirit of knowledge and of the fear of Jehovah, and shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of Jehovah, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with the righteousness shall be judged the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. You see? You see the connection there? It is Mashiach will destroy. Because Shaul's in the second Thessalonian, he's talking about the coming of back of Mashiach.